still available. Lowest price you'll have for the next year, and the price goes away at midnight. Okay, our only offering that we have for you this season that is going to give you both plant and fertilizer,
full-size bottle,
is our Jumbo Begonia collection. This is $34.50. Just so you know, we started the season with 21,000 units, and there are fewer than 5,400 units to go around. We've sold over 80,000 of these Begonia collections on QVC. This is truly one of the plants that when I think Robertas, I think Begonias. And I think Begonias that are as big as your head. They're huge, huge in size, not like the little Begonias that you buy in the grocery store that you might get for Mother's Day. These become ginormous, like tropical size Begonias, right?
Look at this,
and
Jill.
with the Flower Magic, that alone is $19.
$19.
So you're really getting this set of 8 Jumbo Begonias if you back out the price of the Flower Magic for less than $2 a bulb.
$1.94, I did the simple math.
Wow, wow. So what do you love about, I mean, Begonias, I also think Roberta's, court. This has always sort of been, you know, your flower to talk about. Why do you love them?
I love it because it's giant powder puffs of color in the shade that you can grow and plant with no back-breaking effort. So if you were late, this is for you. So let me show you what we're looking at. The giant powder puffs of color there, Jill, and all these bright colors.
So you're going to get an assortment of oranges and pinks and yellows and reds.
And look at this picotee coming up. Picotee means it's bicolored and edged with a separate, different color.
Looks like a painting.
Yes, I agree. They couldn't be easier to grow. There's one that looks like a firecracker going off. These are going to be long blooming July through October, folks, in the shade. Now they will take part sun. If you don't have a total shaded area, don't worry, you're not left out. But if you have a shady garden as big as a country mile, order several sets. You'll have no regrets.
Nice.
Yes, and a garden more beautiful than any postcard.
Can you show people what you're sending to them?
Can I show them this first? Because my breeder, who is in Northern California, has been working on these for over 80 years. This is the typical Dutch begonia. That has itty bitty little 1-inch flowers. Everybody knows, everybody loves. But folks, after 80 years of breeding, boom, this is one begonia flower. Look at the size difference.
Wow, the one flower is the size of the whole plant.
Absolutely.
Of the other one, right?
Yeah. Now let's show them what we're going to get, and I'll show you how to use our Flower Magic.
Because I don't know if a lot of people know what begonias look like to start.
I know.
Because we're so used to buying those starters, you know, from the grocery store. So this is what we're sending you. They kind of look like dirty mushroom caps.
They look like a mushroom cap. Absolutely. So all you're going to do, and I'll give you a tip here. So you're going to get this bottle of the Hawaiian Flower Magic, and I highly recommend doing the Roberta's bulb soak with this plant. So you take your bottle of water and you just drop a few drops of water in your bowl of water, rather. Okay, just like that. And then
put your Flower Magic in the water.
In the water. And then you just drop your bulbs in there. You let these soak just overnight. It's like a shot of espresso. It gets them to grow more vigorously and produce flowers even faster.
Nice, love that.
Again, I promised you no back-breaking effort.
Yes.
So what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you how easy they are to plant, folks. You can use these in containers.
This is serious business now, everybody.
Or in the ground, So
a lot of skill involved here.
So here's your bulb. Lay it on top of the soil. Honestly, in our greenhouses, that's all we do. But I recommend covering it with about a ½ inch of soil. That's it. I didn't have to dig a hole.
That's it.
Jill, I remember when Trevor was young, I used to say plant these with him because he can't grow wrong with them, you know? So you can do that with your kids. Have a fun. You always suggest getting a pot and decorating
I love to do painted flower pots. I don't know, it's just my thing. I think they're really cute. It's a great thing. But it is fun to get these, and you know, you could do them as gifts. Think about that. You know, who has summertime birthdays? Paint them a beautiful flower pot, put these on top, let them start blooming. They'll start again July into August, and then as they start to take off, I mean, as their stems become really thick, they don't fall over. You know, they're not wimpy, but the ability to give dramatic color to your shade areas is huge. I mean, that's one. We have a lot of shady spots in our backyard, so that's why I've always been partial to these begonias.
The shady side of the house.
I love breaking up my hosta gardens with begonias too. And they about how tall will they get?
About 2 feet tall.
Yep, so nice, right? Enough to raise up above, over
and you
the
put
hostas.
your ground covers in front and it raises above the hostas. I want to tell you, we may not be able to get these back in 2019, especially with the offer of the full-size food.
2019.
17 next year. Next year. We may not. This is the only item that we have done this with the full-size bottle, Jill. So
you're younger than you realize. It's only 2016.
Oh gosh, I just gained 2 years. So stock up on your plant food.
And how would I use that with other plants and flowers?
It's easy. You can spray it on the leaves. You can mix it in your water. It makes 500 quarts.
Nice.
So you use it on your
edibles. You just
edibles.
need a couple drops,
yeah,
right?
8 drops per quart of water. You're absolutely right. But look at the colors, Jill.
Beautiful pinks, yellows, oranges. For those of you that went crazy for those brights that we showed you in the hardy Gerber daisies, so this is sort of the same concept for your shade areas in terms of the color and the impact that it can provide. Everybody has a shady spot, right? You know, or areas where nothing seems to grow, or you've been told it's a part sun area, but you can't get anything with with color to grow there.
You're stuck with hostas.
Try the begonias. Yeah. Try the begonias, especially these jumbo sizes that look so exotic. I mean, these really do. I always call these the Dr. Seuss flowers.
Look at this.
I feel like I've landed in like this magical storybook when I see how ginormous these flowers can become.
Look at those. And they started from itty bitty little 1-inch flowers like I'm showing you right here, Jill, and boom, look at the size difference.
Fabulous.
Dr. Seuss, just like you said.
Well, you're getting 8 of the begonias and the full-size bottle of the Hawaiian Flower Magic, all for $34.50, delivered, free shipping, and of course everything with Roberta's comes with your grower's guide. Is this considered an annual or a perennial? And if I want it to be a perennial, what do I do?
Very easy. They're winter hardy down to only about 35 degrees. So if it freezes where you live in your part of the country, raise your bulbs, put them in a brown paper bag, or put your pots inside and set them out. Come spring again.
They'll come back next year.
Yeah, bigger and better.
Over 1,600 of those ordered. Can you explain the zone map?